I've always been a light sleeper, but about 6 months ago, I started dreaming of a man. Not just any man, him. He never said his name, but his voice. It made the storms in my chest go quiet. Every night, he was there, sitting beside me on a beach that didn't exist in the real world. He never touched me, never moved closer than a few feet. But when I'd wake up gasping from my anxiety, I could still feel his words in my ears. "You're not alone, Emily. You never were." At first, I thought it was just a dream, a weird byproduct of loneliness and stress. But then, he started telling me things, personal things. He knew about my mother's lullaby, about my scar from childhood, about my favorite book I haven't touched in years. One night I asked him, "Are you even real?" He looked at me sadly and said, "You're asking the wrong question." That was the night the dreams stopped. For 2 weeks, nothing. Silence. Like he'd been erased from my mind, but my heart refused to forget him. Then came the phone call.
A nurse explains that her emergency contact number was found written on a crumpled paper in the jacket of a John Doe in a coma.
I didn't know what I was expecting, but the moment I stepped into that hospital room, I froze. It was him, Eli. The nurse said he'd been in a car accident outside the city. No ID, no family, no reason to have my number, unless he knew me before I knew him.
Detective Vale starts investigating. He's skeptical at first, but intrigued by Emily's dream story.
Detective Vale believed in evidence, not dreams. But he listened, and he found something. A photo. "How do I not remember this?" I whispered. Vale looked at me and said, "I think someone didn't want you to."
Eli and Emily were subjects in a neurological experiment to suppress trauma, but it erased their connection too. Eli found a way to break through, in dreams.
I visited him every day, talked to him, played our favorite songs. And one night, as I held his hand, his fingers moved. He whispered, "Took me long enough to find you again."
Love isn't always something we choose. Sometimes it chooses us, even across dreams, even through broken minds, and even when the world tries to make us forget. The heart remembers.